New year, new news on the real estate market front. So is it good news or bad news? Well, it really is positive news. Hi, everybody. I'm Connie Cola, your Scottsdale realtor and the owner of the Connie Cola Group at RETSI, a Forbes Global Properties partner. So let's get right to it and let's take a look at the year. Now, this graph from the Cromford Report shows the height of the market was May 2022. See, it's right there at the top of the chart. Then interest rate hikes halted that momentum and we've been slowly headed down every month since. Except December. That was when we had what we might call a 4-week baby buyer market. We saw sellers reducing their prices and even giving concessions, and buyers took advantage of that, and sales picked up. Now, here's what else happened during that time. Potential sellers who hadn't listed yet sat on the sidelines because the conditions didn't look so great, and really, who wants to sell during the holidays? So sales went up, but inventory decreased, meeting buyer demand. And what drives the price? Supply and demand. If both are now pretty equal, we have a balanced market. And that's what's happened for many cities that have shifted to a buyer's market during the downturn. They're swinging back to a balanced market now, and in some cases, actually, back to a seller's market. What? Yes, a seller's market. Okay, so take a look at this graph, and you can see what I'm talking about. Look at this, a 43% swing back into the seller's market for Paradise Valley. Scottsdale, Cave Creek, Fountain Hills have all stayed in the seller's market, but just barely. And these are all the strongest housing markets in the valley right now. Meanwhile, Chandler, Phoenix, Tempe, Gilbert, and Mesa are all balanced. And on the buyer's side now, but just slightly, are Avondale, Peoria, Surprise, and Goodyear. And the weakest markets right now in the valley for sellers are Queen Creek, Maricopa, and Buckeye. So, what now? Well, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell wants to see 3 things happen. The economy has to stabilize, the real estate market needs to stabilize, and we just showed you that that's starting to happen, and inflation has to go down to 2%. Now, I've told you the high point for inflation was in June when we were over 9%, and we've slowly come down as interest rates have gone up. And this week we're at 7.1%, and we'll hear an update on our inflation rate on January 12th. So when could we see inflation come down to 2%? And if it all goes well, when does that happen? Many experts now say it could happen between March and May of this year. That's awesome news. This turnaround may not take years, but it may take months. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't tell you for sure, but what I'm hearing is pretty good news. So buyers, if you want an incentive and a price reduction, buy now. And if you love that house you've been looking at and pining over, buy it now. Because the baby buyer market could be going away, and the market will pick up fast with a rush of buyers who've been sitting on the sidelines, jumping in when the interest rates do come down. And sellers, it also means that if you are even thinking of selling your home, you need a strategic plan to get your home sold for the highest price in the shortest amount of time and to stand out in the coming months with all those sellers who could soon be putting their house on the market because they've got the courage back as the market strengthens. Buyers, sellers, don't get lost in the mix. Let's get organized on what you want and what you want to do. And then let's make that happen for you. Remember, who you work with matters. Of the 62,000 agents in our area, I hope I create confidence when I tell you that I'm ranked in the top 200. Call me today. I'm Connie Cola, associate broker and owner of the Connie Cola Group, and I look forward to working with you.